are the ways in which you will explain how the kidney works?
I will use red beads as blood cells, and I will use chalk powder as proteins and salt as urea.
And what about you?
The filter paper will act as a nephron.
What problem did you identify?
How to purify the blood.
Okay, what are your ideas and what are the models you drew?
First, I drew the filter paper and the materials in it. Then, I drew the beaker and I put the filter paper on top of the beaker. Then, we will add the water.
And what about you?
I drew arrows to show the movement of the materials.
And then?
The blood goes into the kidney and passes through the nephrons and comes out as urine. The rest will return to the body.
How will you test your model to make sure it works?
The water will look clear and clean with no debris floating in it.
Now, discuss together the model to carry out. If you are in class, you can work in groups of 4 to carry out this model. Is there any change you have made to the model?
We will use the funnel to put filter paper inside.
Nice addition. It will make it much easier for filtration. Let's test the model and don't forget to record your observation. First, we will put the filter paper into the funnel, like this. And put it into the flask. Then we will pour some water and add some red beads, some chalk powder, and some salts, and stir them together. Then we're going to pour the water into the funnel, like this. What did you observe?
Beads and chalk powder are collected by the filter.
And what happened to the salt?
The salt dissolved in the water.
Then the filter or nephron don't pass red blood cells and let urine and salt pass. Now we will think about the activity. Let's review the questions on textbook. Now let's read the questions. The first question is, what worked? And the second one, what didn't work? And the third question is, what could work better? The third question is, how is your model similar to and different from an actual human kidney? And the last question is, what are the advantages to using a model to study the kidney instead of the real thing? Now, take your time to answer the question, then we will come back. First question, what worked?
The filter contained the chalk powder and the beads.
And the second question, what didn't work?
That there is still some salt and we need more water so the salt can pass through the filter.
What could work better?
We will add more water.
So we get that we need to drink more water, especially when we eat salty food. And the first question is, how is your model similar to or different from an actual human kidney?
My model has many details that replicates the real thing. It functions exactly like the real thing.
And you?
But we replace the actual materials that pass through the kidney with other materials.
Okay, and the last question is? What are the advantages to using a model to study the kidney instead of the real thing?
It's hard to bring a real kidney.
The model simulates a real kidney, which can be easily studied. Studying a model instead of a kidney saves time and money and preserves life. Now let's review the evidence that we have. The evidence we collected from the investigation is the kidneys are part of the urinary system and they filter the blood from the waste products. And this evidence confirms the importance of kidneys in human body. Thank you for joining us today in our investigation. Thank you, Fairuz. Thank you, Ruqayya. Now let's continue our lesson. The evidence we concluded from the investigation will let us go back to the organs of the urinary system, which is an important system that helps the body to get rid of waste products. Now, it's time to evaluate what we have learned in Evaluate Like a Scientist. The activity title is Systems Working Together. In this activity, we're going to review the components of the excretory system. We will focus on the interactions that happens between the excretory system and the rest of the body systems. Let's check the activity on Textbook. The first part of the activity title is Understanding Excretion. We will read each statement to select the statement that correctly describes the excretory system. The first statement, the excretory systems includes the stomach, pancreas, and intestines. Yes, I can hear you. Stomach, pancreas, and intestines are organs of the digestive system, so this is not the right answer. Let's check the other one. The excretory system removes wastes from all parts of the body. I can hear you. We know that the function of the excretory system is to remove all the wastes from the body. So it could be the right answer. But let's check the other answers. The excretory system uses blood to carry oxygen from the lungs and food from the digestive organs to the body. Blood. I think blood is a part of the circulatory system. So this is not the right answer. The last one says, the excretory system breaks down food so that it's available to provide energy and nutrients to the body. Breaking down food, this is the function of digestive system. So this is not the right answer. The right answer is the excretory systems remove wastes from all the parts of the body. Now we will select the right answer. The second part of the activity is titled Getting Energy. This part will confirm a very important piece of information, which is your body systems must work together to keep your body healthy. Body systems rely on each other. If one system doesn't do its job, the other systems will not be able to function well. In the chart as follows, write the name of each organ next to the description of how it helps you get energy. Let's read the description of the first system. A person takes a bite of food and chews it into smaller pieces. Muscles in the jaw make it possible to chew. Muscles, jaw, I think this is the muscular system. So write here muscular system. The second description says, enzymes are released and mixed with the food to help break it down even further. Enzymes. We know that enzymes are produced by the endocrine system. So write here the endocrine system.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.